We gather today to remember James Marshall Jimi Hendrix, a musician whose hands reshaped the sound of a generation and whose spirit still echoes through every soaring guitar note. Born in 1942 in Seattle, Washington, Jimi's early life was marked by hardship and instability. But even as a boy, he found refuge in music. A simple guitar became his companion, his teacher, and his voice. He practiced endlessly, often without formal instruction, teaching himself to coax sounds from the instrument that few had ever imagined possible. In the early 1960s, Jimi worked as a sideman for artists like Little Richard and the Isley Brothers, quietly refining his craft. But it was in 1966, after moving to London and forming the Jimi Hendrix Experience, that the world truly took notice. With bassist Noel Redding and drummer Mitch Mitchell, Hendrix unleashed a sound that felt revolutionary, bold, experimental, electrifying. Songs like Purple Haze, Hey Joe, and The Wind Cries Mary introduced audiences to a guitarist who did not merely play music, he painted with it. Feedback, distortion, and wah-wah pedals became tools of expression in his hands. His debut album, Are You Experienced?, challenged conventions and redefined what rock music could be. Then came Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. In a moment now etched into music history, Jimi closed his set by setting his guitar ablaze, not as spectacle alone, but as a symbol of creative intensity. He seemed to burn with the same fire. In 1969, at Woodstock, Hendrix delivered a rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner that was haunting, raw, and deeply expressive. Through bends and feedback, he mirrored the turbulence of the times. It was not just a performance, it was commentary, emotion, and art fused together. Yet behind the brilliance was a gentle, thoughtful soul. Those who knew Jimi spoke of his humility and quiet kindness. Despite fame, he remained soft-spoken, almost shy, more comfortable letting his guitar speak for him. His music explored love, longing, freedom, and imagination. Tracks like Little Wing and Castles Made of Sand revealed a poetic sensitivity that balanced his explosive stage presence. But his rise was meteoric and tragically brief. In 1970, at just 27 years old, Jimi Hendrix passed away in London. The world was stunned. It felt as though a limitless future had been cut short, as though we had only begun to glimpse what he might create. And yet, in his short life, he changed music forever. He expanded the vocabulary of the electric guitar. He inspired generations of musicians across rock, blues, jazz, and beyond. His influence remains woven into the fabric of modern sound. Jimi once said, "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace." It was a sentiment as beautiful as his melodies. Today, we remember not just a guitar legend, but a dreamer, an innovator, and a gentle spirit who dared to explore new sonic worlds. His music still rises, still shimmers, still sets hearts alight. Jimi Hendrix may have left the stage too soon, but the music he ignited will never fade.